welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, his counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5", that's Josh Allen.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. My favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 93 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
To throw, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a pickup of 6.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Allen off the bootleg. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Allen going to throw. Got an open man. It's Burnett. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, we know he can run the football, too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on third down, in particular not letting third and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on first and second down as well to get to third and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, first and goal. They got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Throwing now is Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
For the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdowns.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's corner. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's McCarthy. He finds his man complete. That's Newton. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
McCarthy off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for number 88.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
And 20.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Intended for number 88.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On third down, Achane. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Jake Bailey in punt
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield, and his numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bills.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman.
Complete to 0.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. You talk about this Miami defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now this time Allen will throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it second down and 12. Now Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
It's caught inside the 25. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
First down. 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Palmer going to go in motion left. Here's Allen. The back foot throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills had 6 to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Dolphins 0.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and a yard. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of 8.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On play action, now McCarthy. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Intended for number
The Dolphins hit a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Now McCarthy. And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played. Figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. To the air, Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Delay of game, offset.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Allen again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
On play action, Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Allen hit. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 49.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. It's Pope. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Mobley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 32-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To the air with McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. It's Pope. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try the left side. Mobley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Pope. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Palmer going to go in motion left. From the gun, it's Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. 23 yards the pickup there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Allen going to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now they see no sense trying to press here. They take the knee and going to get this one into the locker room. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Right back to Achane on second down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
60 Eagle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 41-yard line.
Liking 18.
Here's McCarthy. And this one's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Achane gets it from the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing is McCarthy. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Bills 13. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, good move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They run the option on 2nd down. There's a nice move. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing now is Allen. The right side here caught by Kincaid. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
15 more yards.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
From midfield, here's Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Allen going to run with it. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a one-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. He's looking sharp here so far in the third quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. Came out, springing his legs, a little pep in his step, and he's taking off and running really well in the third quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come, and some guys, they're happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way it's going to go. He's taking advantage of it in this one, though.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
They're usually loud and big. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And the Dolphins, first down.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check out.
Now Achane on first and 10. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And from the 34, here's second and 4.
Here we go. Half the 60.
Again, it's Achane. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throw left side complete. That's Newton. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go, sack.
Looking to throw. McCarthy throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. McCarthy. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. To the air again, McCarthy. He's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. On now the Miami field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position?
The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Here's Allen. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
First down. It's a gain of 6. And the Bills first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Clayton. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now in Miami, the Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Here's second and 10. Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Allen to throw it. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen finding Shakir across the formation. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Buffalo.
To the air, Allen completes to Shakir once again.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, Mobley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see how it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, back to Achane. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
All
16
runs on this
yards.
drive so far.
That's
It's
good
1st and
for the
10.
Dolphins. First down.
Now McCarthy. He finds his man complete. It's Porter. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
60.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Porter. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
18
Bills'
cards.
20-yard
18 cards.
line.
Go.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane.
Jake Bailey. Set
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
First down, Bill.
Looking to throw. Allen. Has his man. It's Shakir. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And the Bills' first down.
Up the middle they go. Clayton. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
That's another Bills.
319.
A gain of 16 yards.
Back to throw. Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Bill.
On play action, Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
At the 37-yard line.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
19.
To the air with McCarthy. And this is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
And they'll give this to Achane. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Come on, get there. Boys on the field. Ready?
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Miami, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.